What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not get your fucking
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
Hello. Today is October the 31st, baby. Halloween. I'm sure people have plans tonight. I actually was supposed to have plans tonight. I think I still do. I mean, I technically still do, but whatever. So we ain't gonna be on here too long. I know people want to get out and y'all dressing up and all this pagan things. But look, no judgment here, because me and my sister were supposed to dress up as T and Tamara. So I ain't, what I'm saying, they were just outraged everything between. There's a lot of rituals we ain't supposed to be participating in. So, here we are with it. But yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful day thus far. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend moving forward. Okay, because today is still Friday. Even if you don't celebrate Halloween, you might be having something else to do. No judgment. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to be here too long, but I do want to get into some things because there are some things we need to get into. Do you hear me? First things first, I gotta bring this up. Hold up, I gotta give a shout out to gotta give a shout out to Photo Culture. Now y'all know Photo Culture. That's me and Afro's other channel, combined channel, should I say, that we do together. Our podcast, TikTok. Y'all know we be going live on Afro's TikTok all the time, doing the panels and stuff like that. We just live earlier today. Shout out to Afro. Had to go on that nigga queso, whack ass, wimpy ass, lame ass nigga. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, shout out to Afro, but we have a new episode out. If you haven't seen that, definitely go tap that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and send the link in the chat. Oh, you know what? I should. Matter of fact, I'm put it in the description actually. So it's easy if y'all on the playback. Let me go ahead and put this in the description so y'all can make sure y'all go get that. Support the new For the Culture episode. This is episode 8, I think, part 2 of episode 8. Hold up. Let me put this in. I should have did this before I came on. I didn't even think about it. I just knew I wanted to pull it up. New For the Culture episode. Yeah, but y'all make sure y'all go check that out, please. It's a blessing. Thank you in advance. Okay. Y'all know we talking that real. What the hell, Leonte? I can't edit my description. What's going on? Maybe I gotta do it on YouTube. Hold up. I think I gotta do it on YouTube. I'm added to the which I'll do it afterwards. But yeah, make sure y'all go to For the Culture, please, and support the new episode. Okay. Y'all know we talking that real. This one is called Restricting Reparations Qualifications to FBA Lineage. Because baby, that's all who's owed American reparations is FBAs. Okay, so we making it very clear. We get to a couple other things as well. But make sure y'all go watch that. If you haven't seen the part 1 of it, go watch that as well. Go show love. Because we're gonna have the rest of the episodes soon. We almost said 10K. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Okay. For the Culture. All right. I'm gonna make sure I put that in the link in my description. Hold on. Can I do it right quick? Because I don't want to forget. I feel like I'm gonna get off live and end up forgetting because I'm gonna talk about some other things. So I low-key want to slide it in right now. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all up in here. I'm on YouTube. We only gonna be in here for a little bit, but y'all can stay in until we get to the goods, because it's gonna get real in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Get a little too sensitive for TikTok. And I ain't got time to keep watching my words like YT. That shit get annoying after a while. Anyway, so yeah, the link is in the description. I just put it in there. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out, please. Be careful, because they like to trick us. Mona Leo just got us. Y'all know I just seen a video of Mona Leo. She posted a video talking about, y'all make sure y'all come to my concert, wear your grills, wear your bamboo earrings, like look real FBA, but then bring your country's home flag. She talking about bring your flag. So it's given, Shorty done got co-opted. Her whole, I don't know if I can't tell you whether the intention, I originally thought her intent wasn't like that. I'm questioning the hell out of that now. But yeah, definitely for sure co-opted at this point. It's some Pan-Africanist bullshit at this point. So yeah, can't support her. But real quick, I just wanted to bring this up because this Negro, NLE Chopper, has made a diss song towards NBA Youngboy. Now this is like, it's for Halloween, so this is supposed to be NBA Youngboy's head, blase, blah. And the song he got up, I'm not going to play it. Let me just show you. I'm going to show y'all a little bit of the video. Hold up real quick. Before I do that, I should have played this before I even played that first clip. Let me just play this real quick. 2 seconds. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I love it that we see the forward. My bad, I'm talking to TikTok. So yeah. Now, what's interesting is, hold up, and he just dropped the video for the NBA for the disc is right here. I'm not gonna play it, like I said, I ain't trying to get copyrighted, but I think I hate when it does that. Hold up. Yeah, so the video for it is right here though. And he got him smoking a cigarette on the floor. He putting belt to ass in the video. He talking about he's a bad example. He pushing drugs on the kids and blah, 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 blah. Now the sample he used is the Edward Dennis sample. Don't look any further. So yeah, he using that song and he using a mix of like Tupac's what is that, like Hit 'Em Up, I think. He's kind of using his flow in it. As you can see, he got the bald head. He got his look. So yeah. And then throughout the video, he got themes of like Michael Jackson. He mentions Prince. Like hella FBA down. Let me say that. Muhammad Ali, he got a scene where he's like impersonating Muhammad Ali. So it's like hella FBA down, right? My thing is, why the hell did he put this bullshit in? Because out of nowhere, the whole video is FBA down. Again, agenda. Here we go, agenda. But then he pulls this. He got this in here where you got the two African flags. I'm actually not sure. Y'all tell me what country this is. I believe this is the South African flag. Let me know. But these are African flags for sure. These are non-Black American flags he got inside this damn video with the whole like picture of Africa in the middle and then everybody dancing around like some African soldiers. I'm like, where the fuck did this even come from? Like, what is going on? Like, why would you have a whole video that's FBA theme inspired, influenced, clearly projected FBA culture, even though you dissing another FBA brother? Egregious. I actually heard that NLE is not even FBA, which is insane. I thought this nigga was FBA. I thought he was. Y'all verify that for me, but apparently somebody told me he's a whole ass tether, and his family not even from here, which makes this even more egregious. But also explains this right here. But yeah, he pulls this in there, and I'm like, yo, these people got to be telling these artists to not center Black American culture. There has to be an intentional agenda to tell these artists to make sure, look, if you want to up your culture, cool, but make sure you make it Black American and it cannot just be Black American. All right. So there's some serious delineation disruption going on that we got to look out for. And again, some of these entertainers, these are not revolutionaries. These ain't activists. We ain't looking to them, but they do have to be called out. They have to be checked. Okay. Because art is supposed to reflect the times. Right. Art is supposed to reflect the times. And what's happening right now in these times is a renaissance, is a serious delineation movement. And that's what should be at least somewhat reflected in the damn music. And they are seriously trying to skew that image by putting all this Pan-Africanist agenda inside everything they do. Also, besides that, this is the same nigga. First of all, to act like NLE got some sort of moral high ground to talk about YoungBoy. Now, I'm not saying YoungBoy has pushed a lot of degenerate things. Absolutely. He actually said it himself. In one of an interview from a while ago. And how he regretted how much he promoted unaliving music. You know what I'm saying? And destructive music. But brother, this was just you. What was this? This was just you like last year. Now, mind you, NLE, I think NLE done been through MK Ultra. Yeah, no, I'll keep the 10-4 bonnet on, whatever. But I think he done been through MK Ultra or something. He's a puppet for sure. I mean, he had the checkerboard floor inside that video as well for your NBA YoungBoy. If you know, you know. But that enough said with that. I'm just saying. They got his ass. So yeah, he was going through this whole spiritual awakening at first, where he was moving trees with his hands, moving the wind. He was selling sea moss. He got on this whole spiritual. He made a whole little spiritual album. And then he came back out on some degenerate bullshit. He was literally walking Black women on dog leashes. And mind you, these are degenerate ass Black women. That's why I agreed to it. It's Sexy Red and Sukihana, two of the most degenerate Black women on the internet. Unfortunately. And I think both of them are FBA. I'm not sure. I feel like Sukihana has had some allegations about having some tether ties, but I'm pretty sure Sexy Red is FBA. So yeah, but yeah, they are two of the most degenerate women on the internet. And yeah, he was walking them on leashes. I'm like, brother, you ain't got no room to be talking about who set a bad example for children, and you walking Black women on leashes, even if they hoes or degenerates, Jezebels, whoever the hell the case may be. It's a bad look. So, brother, please miss me. I didn't want to hear that shit. It's giving Illuminati. I'm just saying. It's giving control. It's giving controlled opposition. I'm gonna just be real. It's giving some Hollywood BS nonsense. I'm not falling for it, brother. I'm sorry. I'm not going for it. He tried to put on this whole new persona. Not rocking with it. Now, one more thing I wanted to get into. I just wanted to touch on this real quick before we get into Brick Lady. Want to touch on this real quick. Because I see a lot of people with similar sorts of sentiments about, y'all know, the SNAP benefits are getting cut off. I think November 1st. Oh, tomorrow. EGREGIOUS. SNAP benefits are getting cut off. Niggas everybody be going out with EBT. It's a bunch of white people going around panicking. It's a lot of black women going around panicking as well. But this is a take that I keep hearing, and I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on it.
Government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday, and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets, they have toys, they have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. Close the wallets. Cot boy. You know, we shouldn't be spending any money then. It makes no sense for, in response to the government.
Lee is half Jamaican. That's what you said. My bad. I just want to bring that up. He's half Jamaican. Is he half FBA? You sure about that other half? Just making sure. I'm just saying, is he half FBA? Also explains it though why he pulling that Pan-Africanist BS.
Government taking food off people's tables for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money. Yeah, shut it down. Close the wallets.
So yeah, I get what the sister is saying. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. It shouldn't have took SNAP benefits for us to make this decision. Like, first of all, we've been in recession for how long? The economy been fucked up since Biden was in office. So I'm like, why the fuck is this EBT getting cut off? The motivating factor for you niggas to stop, to not buy no Christmas anyways. Hello, it's a pagan holiday. You niggas be Christian, talking about we Christian, but then you celebrate pagan holidays. So I mean, it's a slew of reasons. I'm just saying. For niggas not to be putting money outside of, even though I absolutely in agreement with that, because corporations literally will, she's right. They wait all year, they make the most money this time of year. But I'm like, bro, we could have, like, first of all, this is part of the reason I haven't bought Christmas gifts in I don't know how long. Probably like 6-7 years was the last time I actually bought Christmas gifts. I don't spend money on that. The only thing I'm probably guilty of is Thanksgiving. And, you know, niggas gonna celebrate this. We gonna eat. Okay, it's not even for the pilgrims. I don't even eat turkey on Thanksgiving. We never cook turkey on Thanksgiving. It's just the fact that we get together as a family, everybody off, it's convenient. We all come together, we eat some good ass food. It's a good time. You know what I'm saying? All the children there, all the elders there, you know what I'm saying? It's a good time. Now, this year it is a little bit different because people, again, there's a struggle. People are struggling. We definitely don't got it in my household to be hosting everybody to come over. That's not happening. So we're doing things a little bit different. This year we're gonna have some people come over. They gonna bring some stuff. We're gonna cook some stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come together as a family. And, you know what I'm saying? All pitch in. But yeah, this is not that type of year to be just having go to one person's house and everybody buys, that one family buys all the food and everybody coming. This ain't that type of year. Okay, money ain't looking like that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm with the boy. Not to say I'm with it. It's kind of like with the Target DEI thing. It was a bunch of black people that decided to boycott Target because of the DEI thing. I'm like, we could have been boycotting Target. The niggas been racist as hell. The DEI was really only benefiting white people. They ain't really got nothing to do with us. But okay. Hey, look, I'm with it. I'm not going against it because I feel like it's still on code. Like I'm not about to go against it. Because I feel like the reasoning is a little off. I'm still for taking our pockets out of these corporations' money. I'm still for keeping our black dollar in the black household, in the black community, period. So I'm with this. I'm definitely with boycotting, but I would have boycotted anyways. It's not really boycotting for me. I just don't celebrate Christmas. So I don't buy gifts anyway, so that's not a problem with me. And again, we ain't got like that to be hosting Thanksgiving, so but we still gonna eat. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm with your sister, but we definitely still gonna come together as a family. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying. But I'm not buying a bunch of gifts, and I don't think my sister, like her family, people ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to spend it like that. So like I'm with you, but again, the reasoning, girl, we didn't need this EBT to get cut off to start boycotting damn corporations. We should have been doing that. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, I just keep saying a lot of people saying that as well. But yeah, come on, baby. We've had more than enough reason to boycott, babe. I don't know where we've been at. Now, Brick Lady. I actually remember I did I don't know if y'all remember, should I say, but I did a live with my older sister a while ago. What was this? This was 2 years ago. Damn. This been going on for over 2 years. Insane. I talked about this 2 years ago with my older sister. I had her on my show. And the title was "What Women Hit with a Brick Are Black Men to Blame?" With Big Sis Ayana. So y'all can go check that out if you want to go see what my sisters were 2 years ago. But they were about the same as they are now. I knew that whole line. Let me just say that. I knew her ass was lying. Okay, let me play the original video for those of y'all who didn't see it real quick.
Man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just what? And they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me. He grabbed a rock and it hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see it? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Oh, yo, this man just hit me.
Okay, so this is after the initial incident. And okay, so yeah. Oh, look, I'm about to say the same thing. So yeah, this is after initial incident. So yeah, basically this Somali woman got up on the internet with this swollen face, and she was talking about, oh, a black man hit me with a brick, and there was other black men standing around that didn't do anything, and oh my God, black men ain't shit, and they're not protecting black women, and blah, 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 blah. So a Somali woman, a damn tether, Somali woman who's actually a known scammer at this point, because she had another scam from just a few years ago about her getting attacked and being a Muslim, and she had to run and go and do a GoFundMe, whole lot of things. Shout out to Queen of Accountability. She the one who exposed her ass. Now, but yeah, this Somali tether got up here trying to blame black men. And y'all know that when you say black men, you're talking about, you're identifying black American men. Okay, when you talk about black people, in period, you're talking about black American people, foundation of black Americans. But especially when you say things like black women, when you use those terms, black women this, black men that, people are associating that with black American people. Okay, so she got up here as a Somali woman, and mind you, the black men that were around her at the time were Africans. So she didn't say it's Africans out here not protecting me. She said it's black men out here not protecting. So she was trying to project this onto black American men, and be real vague in her word choice, because she knew she could have been specific. She knew that the brothers out there was African. All right, which actually a couple of them had a hand in exposing her ass as well. But so she gets up here and she's like, yeah, black American men and did this and that. And immediately the internet was looking at her sideways. Even, again, y'all can go back and look at this video. Me and my sister actually have a back and forth because Ayana, my older sister at the time, believed her. She's like, no, why would she lie about this? Da, da, da. You know, why wouldn't the black man? She was kind of on that side. Let me say that. All right, a little bit. She was more on that side. It was kind of like we was on opposite sides of the conversation. But I said then, like, bro, this story sounds weird as hell. Why the fuck would he just hit you with a brick? And you talking about 3 men, even if and this was even before I knew that those men was African. I'm like, 3 black men, even if they wasn't FBA, you telling me they ain't do nothing but stand there while you got hit with a brick? Something don't sound right. Like, immediately something sounds off. Okay. And so that was the case for a lot of people. Even with her having that swollen face, a lot of people said it was like injections or like different things that she could have done to her face to get that result. So it was a lot of people that was automatically questioning it, and there was a lot of people that got pushed back like, oh, you guys are anti-black women, even though she's a Somali. Okay, just be clear. Anti-black women, you guys don't believe women. This is why women victims don't come out and speak, because nobody ever believes them, and blah, 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 blah. Now, fast forward 2 years, goddamn. Oh, hold up. Let me get into one of the panda bears. Hold up. Before I fast forward 2 years later, let me get into one of the panda bears, because this was a part of the Negroes like this. It wasn't just women. It wasn't just these feminist, bullshit ass feminist women, black women that was on her side. It was a lot of black men. A handful. It was actually more, I would say it was more black men that was going against her that kind of knew that she was lying than it was black women. But some of these black men, these liberal ass, effeminate Negroes, and so a lot of them tethers or non-FBAs was trying to back this woman. People like Conscious Flea. Leslie.
And then this really the part that had me scratching my ass. TikTokers provide police information on Osman false claims past alleged scams. During the investigation, detectives said they received call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and blogger on TikTok, who believed Osman was conducting a scam because similar situation happened in Minneapolis in 2020. Daphne Sutton, the queen of accountability that literally made about 30, you know what I'm saying, it's exaggeration. I say probably like 10 to 15 different Twitter videos about her calling Houston law enforcement and saying, hey, Ro, yeah, she's scamming. Queen of accountability. And then this really the part that had me scratching my ass. TikTokers provide police information on Osman false claims past alleged scams. During the investigation, detectives said they received call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and blogger on TikTok, who believed Osman was conducting a scam because similar situation happened in Minneapolis in 2020. Daphne Sutton, the queen of accountability that literally made about 30, you know what I'm saying, it's exaggeration. I say probably like 10.
Now, he's sitting here trying to act like the queen of accountability was just, being so insensitive and, she should have just believed black women. Now, that aged like milk. That shit aged terribly. Mind you, that brother did interviews with this woman. He was on the internet caping like shit for this woman. Going in, talking about protect black women and, queen of accountability so wrong. He blocked queen of accountability on Twitter, actually. But shout out to the sister for staying 10 tails down because the ancestors was speaking through it. Her discernment was so on point with this damn case right here, and this lady that she stayed on she kept her foot to the metal, put the pedal to the metal on this case. She worked with the police department out there. She did her own investigation. She actually testified in court against this woman. I didn't even know that. I found that out looking at her tweets. But and now come to find out that this woman was lying. She was found guilty. Where's Conscious Flea at now? Where's the apology to Queen of Accountability? Because baby, you was wrong as hell, and she tried to tell you. I hate to say I told you so, but she told you so. Okay. Now, this is Queen of Accountability Suite. She said, I want to thank DA Keith Houston and the Houston police for having me there and keeping me safe while I testified against Rada. I didn't even know that she testified against her. That's insane. We did it. She was found guilty. Here's her consequences. She has 90 days in jail. Inpatient substance abuse treatment. She has to pay full restitution because y'all remember she $42,302. Y'all remember that she did a GoFundMe and she raised $42,000. Then that bitch was in Jamaica. She raised $42,000. Then she turned around and ended up in Jamaica on vacation for mental health reasons. All right, because she was scamming all the damn long. So she got to pay that back. She got 10 years of probation. She got 10 years of a social media ban. If she violates even one time, she will serve 10 years in prison. Now, I think that 10-year social media ban for her, because she's a clout-chasing ass, lying ass Somali woman, Tether, I think that's probably the one that hit the most for her. Because she was up on this internet fighting for her life. I remember when she came for Queen of Accountability and she was like, oh, girl, you're lying. You're never going to be able to expose me because I'm telling the truth and I'm going to dox you and you're just a stalker and she had all this shit to say about Queen of Accountability. Okay, and the fact that she can't get up on the internet and defend and continue to lie, let's be honest, because that's what it was in the first place. The fact that she can't get up on this internet and continue to lie and defend herself after this is just one of our chef's kiss to the judge, number one. But two, I know that just is making her damn skin crawl. Women like that who don't know how to control themselves, who clearly got some mental health issues, number one, but also who are tethering to the black community, who have a level of anti-black male hatred, have a hatred, that misogynoir within them, internalized within them. They really hate to be proven wrong. Okay, shout out to Kevin Samuels. It's the sign language. They have a need to be right. And even if you're not right, they have a need to be heard. So the fact that she can't be heard for 10 years, she about to be sick as hell. I'm going to be real with you. I won't be surprised if she do violate and end up getting on the internet anyways. Because the way that people are dragging her ass, I know she is just itching. She need a hit. That's what it's feeling like. She probably fiending to get on the internet just to say something in her defense. And baby, ain't nothing to defend. It's over. The scam is over. Finally, 2 years later, the scam is finally over. Thank you, Lord. Thank you to Queen of Accountability, because she spearheaded this, to be honest. It was sisters like me who was out here exposing, who didn't believe it, but I talked about the situation and kind of let it go. I didn't, go to the police. She made it her mission to make sure to clear, and really, it was to clear the names of black men. Because that that's who she tried to push this off on, and that is completely outrageous. Everything between Black Americans and Black American men, moreover, had nothing to do with this bullshit. All right, so yeah, she need to take her scamming ass back to Somalia, or something, because baby, we got nothing else for you here. I hope the brothers all know who she is, and plus on her, I don't know if that's seen her page, she got a bunch of egregious videos. She got her ass out, got it like she's just real Jezebel vibes, real feminist, liberal, anti-black and anti-black male vibes. All right, like a lot of that. Okay, thank y'all for the gifts. I see y'all over there, appreciate you. But a lot of that energy with that woman. So yeah, good to see. I mean, justice has been prevailed. Justice will always prevail, not under the system of white supremacy, but this time it definitely did. Shout out to this sister. I'm happy as hell. Look at this mugshot, looking crazy as hell. She up here talking about she a black woman, girl. And y'all know, I recognize black people globally, but again, when you have mischievous women like this who get up here and just say, I'm a black woman, and you're a whole fucking tether, don't misrepresent me. Because I wouldn't, even if I were to get hit by a brick, look, knock on wood, I'm not going to even make that. Even if something were to happen to me, let's be more vague, because I'm definitely not trying to get hit by no goddamn brick. So knock on wood, nothing happens to me either. But even if something were to happen to me, I would never come out my mouth and say, oh, well, it's black men's fault. Even if it was a black man's fault, I'm not about to get up on the internet. My first reaction while my face is swollen is, oh, black men did this to me, and oh, black men ain't shit, and black men. Why would that being your initial reaction show the level of anti-black vitriol she already had? Okay, number one. But also number two, it just showed the agenda. That's why a lot of people just didn't believe it. I said that when I seen it, like, bro, why would that be your first thought? Why are you not calling your parents, calling a friend, like venting to somebody on the phone? Number one, if you are going to be saying something like that, why would you get up on the internet and say something like that? But even for that to be a thought in your mind, after something like that happens to you, it shows the level of anti-black, the anti-blackness that she has within her. Okay, so this is a quote-unquote black woman, but I'm not giving her that title. This is a Somali tether. All right, we're not going to put her as a face of black woman because she tried to get away with it, baby. And goddamn it, if it wasn't for the queen of accountability, you might have got away with it, but you didn't. It's so bad. Got your ass. Yeah, y'all know I had to do it. Yeah, I don't like to laugh on nobody down for, but it's egregious. She has to be called out, has to be exposed. It's absolutely egregious, outrage, everything between. Shout out to the sister, the queen of accountability, Daphne. That's her name as well on Twitter if y'all want to follow her. But she was on point, 100% on point. Shout out to that sister. She did what needed to be done. Now, let's get into a couple other things. So some more egregious things going on. She is not U.S. She made us look crazy as hell. Exactly. She's not. She was up there talking about I'm a black woman and I'm a black this and black men this and black. Girls, keep it specific. Say African. Say Somali. Okay, keep it real specific, because again, even the brothers that was out there who witnessed what happened, which did not happen, said that wasn't how things went, and they were African. Okay. So yeah, shout out to Queen of Accountability, man. This shit is absolutely outrageous, egregious, everything between. Shorty was found guilty. She's a scammer. So yeah. Now moving on. Recently, Hurricane Melissa, it was a Category 5 hurricane that hit Jamaica. I'm actually gonna get up off here. We 30 minutes in, so I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real ones, brothers. I appreciate the gifts. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Y'all coming over to YouTube. The link is in the bio. Thank you so much. Bye. Hurricane Melissa. Hurricane just hit Jamaica. I'm gonna play a little news clip so y'all can see what's going on. It's absolutely egregious. Prayers to the families out in Jamaica. But yeah, look what's what the destruction it has caused.
Leaving streets submerged, homes destroyed, and 77% of the island without power.
A lot of my friends' house is gone. Nice home.
In the fishing village of Alligator Pond, residents like Dennis Elliott began to piece back together their lives.
You got to pick up your tools in your hand. The claw bar and the hammer, the machete, the spade, and move on to the future same way. Hoping for never to see a storm like this again.
It was terrible. I witnessed I'm 54 and I witnessed about 3 dangerous storms. This one was worse. It was terrible. The wind, it was violent. It was terrible.
Despite the devastation, Alvin English says this agricultural area, Jamaica's so-called breadbasket, will survive.
And we go down, we come back up. We go down, we come back up.
But Dennis Zulu, United Nations coordinator for the region, warned of long-term consequences.
Not only will food crops and fields destroyed, but we also see a possibility, a very likely possibility, that Jamaica will have some issues in terms of food security for the coming months. What we are seeing in preliminary assessments is a country that's been devastated to levels never seen before.
Melissa made landfall as a Category 5 hurricane on the southern coast of Jamaica Tuesday morning. Early Wednesday, the storm hit Cuba as a Category 3, weakening to Category 2 as it churned across the island, headed to Haiti and Turks and Caicos. Melissa is expected to reach the Bahamas later today before moving towards Bermuda and into the Atlantic. Before the storm hit Cuba, over 700,000 people took shelter, and just a brave few ventured out today to witness the storm for themselves.
It was hell all night. The winds have been terrible.
Even as a Category 3 storm, Melissa has wreaked havoc, ripping the roof from Antonio Corioso's home in Santiago de Cuba.
The impact was brutal. First, there was a strange calm, then suddenly it roared like a wild beast. I had to run for cover. There was nothing I could do.
Haiti was spared a direct hit, but one coastal mayor said people were killed in floods after a river burst its banks. Residents in the already impoverished nation now do their best to stay dry, like Francine Louis-Jean.
I am living with the kids. I have nothing to give them. We wake up in the water. We sleep in the water.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio posted online that the U.S. sent supplies, rescue, and response teams to the affected areas. But for many in the region, help may come too little and too late. And to get the latest.
So yeah, Hurricane Melissa hit that basically the whole damn Caribbean. So shout out to the families out there. That is an egregious thing to happen. Definitely a devastating thing to go through. We know our brothers and sisters out of Katrina, what they went through out there, which makes me think of another thing as well. If y'all do want to help, or if y'all wanted to contribute in any sort of way, definitely don't contribute to the Red Cross. Okay. Red Cross is some bullshit. I just seen a video of a sister saying that as well. But yeah, definitely not. Find some grassroots organization where you can send money directly to the people out there, or send food, resources, whatever if you want to participate in that. But definitely don't give shit to the Red Cross. Them niggas is them crackers is wicked as hell. Let me say that. We learned that from Katrina and other disasters, to be honest. But they are not fond of black folks, and when it comes to saving black folks in disasters. So yeah, but it is definitely real. Hold up, that was the Caribbean, and let me show. I want to show a little bit more from Jamaica. Do I gotta show this whole thing? I'm not gonna show the whole thing, but this one is more specific to Jamaica. So let me play this one as well. Egregious.
We're tired of this. Look how we also baby them can't be it. No, we can't be it. We're gonna sell this. We need help. We need help. We place them to clear roads. This not good. This can't go. Watch that. Can't go. Clear money water. Watch that. In our house? Come on, man. This not good for it. Yo.
Okay, I see you in the comments that this hurricane hurting the weed is crazy. First of all, I heard the Jamaican weed not even all that anyways. I heard there's not no za out there, but they're egregious. I digress. That's absolutely egregious that you even think about that, brother. These people are losing homes. Focus. Damn.
Last time nobody not sleep. Watch that. Watch that. Yo. Idiot. Yeah, look. Me shop everything.
Yeah. The mud is crazy. Let me skip through this a little bit.
This way.
Unbelievable.
This way. Right. This way.
Yep.
Right in.
This is just terrible.
Right in. In there, sort of.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Everything
Yeah. Yeah, they flipped that damn house upside down. So yeah, it's a lot of houses. A lot of families out there that's going through similar things. They lost property. I seen a sister that was here, actually, Jamaican, that was here, that was crying over the fact that she lost her house in Jamaica. I digress. I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all know where I was about to go with that. But yeah, egregious. You know, prayers to the families out there in Jamaica, to the people out there. Prayerfully, they get their land back together, their resources, their housing back together as soon as possible. I know that the brother was saying that their crops and things of that nature may be affected, their food source may be affected for some time now. So yeah, prayerfully they are able to gather some resources. They get some help from the neighboring countries in the Caribbean. And yeah, you know, they're able to get through that efficiently. Now, here's another thing. Y'all know that Black Americans be traveling. Y'all know we be out here traveling, baby. Y'all know we be out here. And it's funny because I thought about going to Jamaica for my birthday. We was thinking about going to Jamaica for our birthday, for me and my sister. You know, I'm a twin, for our birthday next year. And I'm like, damn, now I'm reconsidering, because I didn't realize this was like a season for bad. I didn't realize, I seen somebody say like this is the cheapest time to travel because of the seasons and the chance of it being a hurricane or like a natural disaster. I'm like, damn, maybe I'm not going to take my ass to Jamaica for my birthday. Maybe I'll just go during the summertime or something like that. But egregious. So now, there was a hurricane there, and I think there was a warning for the hurricane, but the fact that it was a category 5, I don't think that aspect, that it being that serious of a hurricane, it being a category 5, that information wasn't released until like a day or two before the hurricane actually hit. Okay. Because a lot of people are saying like, oh, why would you travel during this time? And you know, the risk of a hurricane, or like, why would y'all travel? And you got to think people book shit like that in a year in advance. You might have a wedding out there. It could be a girl's trip, could be a bachelor's trip, could be a slew of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? And things are planned very much in advance. Everybody don't look at the weather. Everybody don't check the news before they travel country. Yes, I do think everybody should do their due diligence, but let's just be real. It don't happen like that all the damn time. So, and everybody don't have the opportunity to. So, yeah, so it was some Black Americans that was out there that kind of got held up because of the storm. There was a lot of Black Americans held up on resorts because of the storm. And the last day for them to travel out was like last Saturday. And or the last time they was allowing people to fly out was Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, from the videos we're about to get into. But a lot of people did not have access to get on the flight because they were flooded. The airports were flooded. Okay, a lot of people, not just the tourists, but even the people of there of the Jamaicans of that country, were trying to get the hell up out of there too. So once they shut down the airport, that was done. Okay. And then I seen another lady. I think I'm gonna play it on here, but there was another lady who was saying that after they closed it, they only opened it up to like first class seats, and it was like $1,000 a ticket. Nigga, you didn't already spend a couple bands going over there. Nobody is planning on having to spend another $1,000 to get back. So I'm just saying, realistically, a lot of people can't afford that type of ticket. Anyways, so yeah, absolutely outrageous, egregious, everything between. So yeah, so needless to say, the point is, it's a lot of Black Americans that were stuck out there on resorts, or just in Jamaica in general, because they could not get a flight back out. Here's one sister right here. Hold up.
A lot of people been messaging me asking me how and why.
Oh, this is actually a former, what is she? It says former Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Nakia Aim, I think, is stranded in Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa made landfall Tuesday as one of the strongest Atlantic storms on record. So yeah, this is actually I don't watch Rise of Atlanta, so Potomac or any of them, so I don't really know who the fuck this is. But if you know, this is who she is.
A lot of people been messaging me asking me how and why am I still in Jamaica. Well, what happened was, when we heard that the storm was coming, which is actually already here, we initially were trying to exit as soon as possible, but the country of Jamaica closed the airport. So not the airline, not American Airlines, not United Airlines, not Delta. The country closed the airports 2 days ago, and they closed all flights that were leaving after 12 p.m. on Sunday. The skies were clear. The water was blue. The weather was perfect. It's been perfect for the past 2 days. So we still don't even know why our flights were not canceled, why the airport was closed, because the weather was great for flying. But long story short, the hotel resort has been very accommodating. They've done their best to keep food, water available for us. They've done their best to take care of us and accommodate us, and they're in very good spirits. They're playing music, they're playing games, they're trying to keep us distracted from what's going on outside. But I'm not here by choice. The country closed the airport, so I'm hoping to leave by Thursday. Stay tuned for more updates.
So yeah, like she said, they closed the airports, and I did see some people in the comments that was like, "Oh, you American privileged Negroes. Of course they had to close down the airport. The families of the people that worked there, they had to go check on their families too." And then, I'm just saying, I don't think that should happen over here. I don't remember us being in no natural disaster. Like, unless the planes can't fly, our airports don't shut down. Like, I don't think that's really, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't recall a time of me hearing about our airports shutting the hell down because of a natural disaster coming. Even with the people in the airport, like the airport honestly is a place of sanctuary within itself. You know what I'm saying? Or can be, should I say. But besides that, like, they do have people, they get paid. I think they get over here, I think they get paid like an emergency pay or something like that. They get a boost in pay when things like that happen and they have to stay at the airport. But I don't think, like, I mean, listen, maybe specific airlines might shut down, but the whole airport shutting down the day before the storm, that looks, I mean, I get it, but it's a little weird. Like, I don't think that's something that happens here. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't remember. I can't recall hearing that about that happening here. But a lot of people was saying that that's why they closed it down, because the workers in there, they were basically allowed to go back to check on their families and things of that nature, which I get, you know, because they probably have family in Jamaica. They don't know if they can get to them. It already hit certain parts of the Caribbean. Maybe they was trying to figure out if their family in certain other lands were good and the Caribbean were good, whatever the case may be. Like, but shutting the whole airport down, and it's still clear weather, that doesn't feel right. I'm just gonna say that. It doesn't feel right. So, like I said, Black Americans stuck over there. There's been a couple videos, and now there's a little bit of a back and forth with some of these non-FBA, these Jamaicans more specifically. Did I say myself there? These Jamaicans more specifically complaining about how Americans are reacting to being stuck out there. Here's one sister at a resort.
So why can't we leave when y'all fucking feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price to stay here? Like, come on.
May I ask where you're going now?
We're going to get something to eat.
Everything closed across the street. Everything closed. Gas station, shopping mall, everything closed.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you're going to give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastries? That's so interesting.
So yeah, this sister here is like, why the hell is y'all feeding us pastries? I mean, I get it. Maybe they I think the electricity was cut off, so maybe they couldn't cook. They had to just kind of work with what they had, type shit. So I get it, but also I understand the frustration of the sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the fuck? We out here like that? This ain't even my homeland. I'm on vacation. I done paid thousands of dollars to be up in this resort, and nigga, all you telling me I got is some pastries? What's going on? She angry. Thank you. She angry. Like, what the hell is we? I'm stranded in another country at a resort that I don't want to even fucking be at no more because the Wi-Fi down, the internet is down. They probably ain't got no damn AC. It's probably humid as hell out there. All right. I pray to God anybody got a suppress on them. I will be done. My shit will be done right now if it was in Jamaica. But I can understand the frustration. Like, yeah, that's a lot. And now you feeding me goddamn Pop-Tarts. My nigga, I'm tired. Okay, I'm not feeling this. I'm ready to get the hell home. I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. Y'all gotta be fucked up. They gotta shut down the airport. Like, bro, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Then they talking about not giving no refunds. Even some of these resorts were taxing. Some of these resorts were taxing like $1,000 per person a day to continue to stay on the resort. Mind you, I can't leave this motherfucker. I can't even leave. And you want to charge me another $1,000 a day per person in my room because I cannot leave? Bro, like, okay, you know, I would be frustrated too. So I understand where the sister is coming from. That's egregious. All right, this ain't even my damn homeland. It'd be different if I was in damn Louisiana. I'm in another state. At least I'm in America. Shit, I can find a way back to another state, but damn, I'm in a whole nother country. My name in the middle of the ocean on an island. Like, bruh, I'm not feeling this right now. I'm blown as shit. So, of course, I understand the frustrations of the people of the Black Americans out there. That's egregious, all right? Again, especially even if you knew it was a hurricane, again, you didn't know it was a Category 5 up until a couple days before the joint hit. So, yeah, babe, I'm caught by surprise. Okay, especially when you got some Jamaicans out there. There's videos of Jamaicans out there playing in the damn rain and doing Michael Jackson videos, singing in the rain and acting like, kind of making a joke or making light out of what's going on. So you looking at some of the natives like, oh, so y'all gonna ride this out? We gonna be all right? And then, it happens and niggas ain't all right. So it's like, oh, egregious. So yeah, to say the least, I understand the frustration of the black folks out here. Here's another brother who got stuck out there as well.
And the weather has been fine since all the way up to Saturday, I say. So we've been enjoying our vacation, but we were just waiting on the hurricane.
James Thomas Jr., a Memphian, says his Jamaica trip took a turn for the worse when Hurricane Melissa made landfall as a Category 5 storm. He tells WREG he did not know about the hurricane until he landed. As the heavy rain and powerful winds battered the island, Thomas and his wife took cover in their resort.
But then when the hurricane came, like when the roof and stuff started coming off where we were laying down in their room, they moved us on down to the bunker. And we stayed down there for like 11, 12 hours until the hurricane blew over last night.
Hurricane Melissa's path of destruction damaged buildings and knocked out power for most of the island, which has made it difficult for Thomas to return home. His mother, who hadn't heard from her son until after midnight, says she's worried about his safety.
My concern is getting them home. If I can just get them home, I would feel more comfortable when they can get on that flight.
With the airport in Montego Bay being damaged and without power, she tells WREG it could be another week before her son returns. During this time of uncertainty, Thomas's mother says the resort is forcing guests to pay more money for their extended stay.
That's absurd. I mean, they should have some type of sympathy due to the weather is a disaster that's due to no fault of your own. So, I mean, why would you want to charge them? And they're not even enjoying the resort.
As the recovery and cleanup begins in Jamaica, the mother is praying that her son will be safe on his journey back home. Reporting for your news leader, Raven Copeland, that her son will be safe on his journey back home. Reporting begins in Jamaica, the mother is praying that her son.
That nigga look like Murder Boy. We sure he NBA? I don't know. We're going to get into that in a second, too, because all these niggas we react to, I'm not sure which ones is which. I know they be tethering. I can't really tell. For some of them, you can't really tell. Should I say? That nigga look like Murder Boy right there. I'm just saying.
Son will be safe on his journey back home. Reporting for your news leader, Raven Copeland, WREG.
But yeah, we're gonna get into that too, because some of these people that's up here, there's a sentiment. Let me play this first. A sentiment of some of these Caribbeans who have a problem with the quote unquote Black Americans. We don't know. We ain't check everybody's paperwork. What's this going on? But some of the Black Americans that's out there, they're saying that, oh, you guys are so entitled, y'all are so privileged, like y'all need to stop being so selfish and worry about the natives of Jamaica and like their problems, and they're losing homelands and people are hurt and their hospitals and like they're losing real resources and you guys are just inconvenienced. Basically, shut the hell up until you get home. That's basically what they're telling us. Let me play with this. Play one of these videos right quick. This Jamaican girl. They're complaining. They complaining because we complaining. Let me say that. And mind you, some of these Negroes, some of these Jamaicans that's up here complaining about us complaining is in the United States. They over here talking about why you niggas complaining while I'm in your homeland suffering. You in my homeland talking about how privileged I am in my goddamn homeland, telling me to shut the hell up, and you ain't over there helping your people. You ain't even in your motherfucking homeland. Okay. But yeah, hold up. Here goes sister right here talking about it.
Yeah, what is grinding my gears is the entitlement.
Wait a minute. This is a goddamn UK. This ain't even a real Jamaican. I mean, this is a Jamaican. She might be Caribbean, but this is a Brit. Let me see what the Brit got to say. I ain't watched this video. Let's see what the Brit got to say.
American people in Jamaica right now. It is blowing my mind. So I saw a video today of a woman calling out a brand of hotels and basically saying, they're terminating the people's key cards. Yeah, because you're not booked into the hotel anymore, bruv. You're not paying. They're saying if you pay, you can stay, but this is not a hostel. If not, you must go to a shelter. I don't understand why you would feel like you are entitled to stay at the hotel for free. You knew it was hurricane season because we all know it's hurricane season.
Yeah, right. But they know it's hurricane season too. So why the fuck they ain't shut down? Why the fuck they didn't say, hey, you know what? There's a Category 5 hurricane. We're gonna shut down the resort you know, for a couple days because, you know, so the resort won't even be open. You can't even book past this point. How about that? How about we throw some accountability on the motherfuckers that's getting money from the people that went over? We already spent thousands of dollars at this punk ass resort. Mind you, and I don't want to detour too much. I'm not trying to go on them, you know what I'm saying? Because I know they're going through it, but I ain't been to Jamaica. I know people that's been to Jamaica. And for the most part, we all got the same sentiments. When you go to these countries, whether it's, I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to DR, Cancun. When you go to these resorts, a lot of them suffer from the same fucking problems. It's like you're still living in the same predicaments as the people around you, but you got nice walls. Mind you, you run the water, is rust and shit coming out of the water. You got, I'm not going to go too deep. This ain't the point of the video, so I'm not going to go too hard on them. But what I'm saying is, it's not like a resort here in the U.S., all right? So it's not like we going over there and experience some sort of luxurious goddamn experience. Like it's worth the money that we're spending here. We're not getting some of the same, what's the word I'm looking for? The same level of quality you would get here. All right, they got little AC units in the room. It's open. Some of the resorts are like open, where it's like it's outside. You step outside the room, there's no AC. Look, my nigga, it's a lot of problems. Okay, it's a lot of things. It's luxury. It's not luxury living. Okay, it's like a step up above the way the locals are living. Okay, it just got a pool, maybe a little spa. Little janky spa and some, you know what I'm saying? Again, a nice big ass building, but the people in there are still very much not living too far from how the locals are living. All right. So you telling me that y'all couldn't afford to shut down? Y'all couldn't tell these people that y'all can't book? Y'all seen that it was a Category 5 hurricane. You could have immediately told people like, look, we're going to shut down. Y'all told them people at the airport, they trying to say that, oh, well, they told the people at the airport to go home. They shut down the airport because the people that work, the workers at the airport needed to get home to their families. Well, didn't the workers at the resort need to get home to their families? Why didn't y'all say, hey, look, we know it's a Category 5 in 2 days. We shutting down. You know, it's refunds. Y'all can get refunds when they get. But look, everybody got to get the hell up out of here within 2 days. Y'all got to go. Okay. Y'all could have did that. Y'all didn't do that. And now that you can't, now that these people are here, the least you can do. Again, some of these resorts they done lost Wi-Fi. A lot of them lost Wi-Fi, lost electricity. So y'all basically a fucking shelter. Y'all ain't got shit. Y'all ain't got nothing. So why the fuck else? Who else is going to be using these rooms? Why do I got to get pushed out into a land I know nothing about? You want me to go to a shelter? I don't even speak patois. I'm not from here. I don't know who's there. I might have children with me. You want me to risk leaving this goddamn resort to go out there to the locals who don't have resources, go to a shelter, take from the resources, the little bit of resources the shelter might have from the locals. When I could just stay here at this goddamn resort because y'all ain't got shit else to do. Ain't nothing else happening with these rooms. You telling me I can't stay here after I spend thousands of dollars on a room that don't cost thousands of dollars, on a resort that don't cost thousands of dollars? Y'all just taxing like shit on these resort tickets, on these resort prices. I done paid all this money. You telling me I can't afford to stay a couple days till I get the flight the hell up out of here? And I might have to pay for my own flight the hell up out of here. I'm not getting no reimbursement, no refunds, no discounts, nothing from this resort. And you telling me I can't stay an extra day? And y'all niggas serving pastries? Y'all ain't even got no damn food, which means I might have to still go out and find a way to get my own food. But you telling me I can't even stay in this fucking... You telling me I can't even stay in this room for a couple more days and y'all niggas got a Category 5 hurricane? The streets are flooded. You telling me to go to a shelter in a country this might be my first time in? Like, how realistic does that? I'm just saying, that don't even sound fair, baby, please. Mind you, this is not, I don't know if she's Caribbean, but this is a damn Brit. I told y'all, them goddamn Brits, man, them black Brits, they always got their nose in some shit. First of all, if the Jamaicans is mad at us, if the Jamaicans feel like we entitled, let them speak for their fucking selves. Why is your punk ass up here? You know what? Let me find a Jamaican video. I don't even want to hear the first words. Let me find a Jamaican that's complaining. Because that's absolutely insane. Hold up. That's actually crazy as hell. That a Brit is up here complaining for a goddamn Jamaican. Hold up. Let me find a Jamaican.
Good afternoon to everyone except for the tourists who are stuck in Jamaica right now, who are complaining about the lack of food that they're getting at these 5-star resorts.
Okay, this is Jamaican. Good thing Jesus hit me, because as a Jamaican, I would have loved to cuss. I would love to cuss because my heart is breaking. Okay, so this is Jamaican. Here we go.
the hotels, many of them, giving them several plates of food, giving them pastries, giving them meat, giving them rice, giving them salad, although the salad didn't have salad dressing. Be grateful. You are stuck in a country that is experiencing extreme devastation right now, and you have the balls to get on the internet and complain about the fact that you're not getting the level of service that you quote unquote paid for when you booked this trip. You also knew that there was a storm coming to the island. Maybe you didn't know it was a hurricane, but you knew this was hurricane season. Now, shout outs to the tourists who are stuck there. Who
I actually didn't know that. I just said that. I planned on going to Jamaica next year for my birthday. I'm definitely not doing that shit now. I didn't know it was hurricane season, so I'm sure there was other Black Americans that went out there and didn't fucking know that. Okay.
Have been lending a helping hand. You've been going out and helping the hotels rebuild and clean up. But to those who are ungrateful, this is extremely personal for me. I was born in Jamaica, and I'm so grateful that the part of Jamaica that I'm from, it was.
Yeah, but I guarantee you her ass ain't that accent. She ain't even got no Jamaican accent. Girl, you ain't in Jamaica. I don't even want to hear from the Jamaican. I'm gonna let the video finish though, because I ain't about to stay on these hating ass Jamaicans too long. But girl, if you ain't in your homeland, please don't talk about the Black Americans over there that are. How about you shut the hell up? How about you just focus on the Jamaicans? You focused on your family, the resources you want to bring to that community. How about you focus on how you can help and contribute to the Jamaicans out there? The commentary while you're over here, if you're in Jamaica and you can play, okay. But honestly, even the other video that I'm seeing that I'm thinking about, I should have said that to me. It was another Jamaican. I think she was here as well. If you're here, you ain't got too much room to talk. You're not in your homeland. So I would suggest you get to the back.
Spared from the devastation, but there are parts of Jamaica who are that's completely underwater right now. You are safe in a hotel. Those hotel workers, they had to be there and couldn't be with their families because they were making sure that you were safe. Those hotel workers are probably going to be going home to homes that do not exist, to roofs that don't exist. You get to eventually come back on a plane to your cush life here. And even if you don't have a posh life, you certainly have a better life right now than many of those people in Jamaica. So use your brain. You are, oh my goodness, I'm going to start crying. So let me get off of here. But for the love of Jesus, if you call yourself a Christian, how dare you get on the internet and talk about the lack of service that you're getting at a 5-star resort when you decided to go to insert yourself.
The service and the service and the hurricane ain't got nothing to do with each other. You're at a 5-star resort. Again, I paid thousands of dollars. Yes, girl, I will still want good service. I understand your family might be going through some I get it. I get it. But that does not mean that the service, I'm not going to still complain about what the fuck are we, what are we saying? I'm still going to uphold you to a certain level of service because this is still a 5-star hotel. Again, it's hurricane season. Remember? You guys know it's hurricane season. Okay, y'all niggas know it's hurricane season every year. Every year. Y'all have protocols. Just like the brother said, they took him to the bunker. Shout out to the workers that was at that hotel that brother was at. They took them to the bunker, made sure they were safe, got them together. Baby, y'all know what to do. So yes, I'm going to complain, my nigga. What are we talking about? Yes, I'm going to complain. I'm stuck out here in Jamaica. It's hot as shit. I ain't got nothing but some goddamn coconuts and what type of bread they be eating? I forgot. What is it like? Sweet bread, cocoa bread, whatever the fuck. I ain't got nothing that I'm used to eating. I'm stuck here. I'm forced to stay here. This taxing ass goddamn resort I'm at is trying to get me to pay $1,000 more for me to continue to stay here. I can't even go out. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where to go, what locals to get in contact with. I don't know what to do. And you want me to sit here and act like I'm just so happy and humble and go along to get along because at home we not suffering? And what she wanted to say, she really was about to slip up and say, because you guys are living privileged and posh, and even if you're not privileged and posh, see that mentality, that whole thing, oh, you Americans are so privileged and so entitled, that's some anti-black shit, because y'all like to accredit our success and the way this country functions and the privileges within this country to white folks. That's the problem. And I know she's trying to slide past that, but baby, that's what the fuck that was. That was, you niggas already got it good enough at home. And this was before the hurricane. Mind you, she would feel like this anyways. A lot of these niggas feel like this anyways because here in America, y'all flee your countries, not just Jamaicans. You flee your countries to come here because this is the great land of promise and land of opportunity that we built. But y'all don't want to accredit that to us. You want to accredit it to white folks. So you want to say, oh, what she really wanted to say was, you niggas is already spoiled enough by white mommy and zaddy. Y'all got y'all can suffer a couple days without them until y'all get back. That's what that is. So please miss me. Like, we didn't have catastrophes and all types of disasters here in America as well. Please. All right. And honestly, niggas be complaining over here. Look what happened to Katrina, and rightfully so. Look at how they did our brothers and sisters in Katrina. They literally set them up. I wouldn't even call that a natural disaster, because really, they set bombs off. They let that motherfucking dam flood that city. That shit was on purpose. If we being honest, no 10-4 about it. It's a whole documentary about it, baby. That shit was on purpose. Let's just keep it a beat. So we already know. We know what the catastrophe. We know how bad shit can get. We know. That don't mean that we ain't about to be out here keeping it real. I'm not about to sit here and act like it's all sugar plums and damn and lollipops, because you want me to be sensitive to the people. No, bruh, you tripping. You're wilding. And then to even come back. Oh, hold on. Should I go here with it, or should I go? Hold on. What's this one? Let me play this one right quick. But then to even find out that some of these people complaining are not even, some of these people making videos are not even Black Americans. We're gonna get to that in just a second. But let me play this sister too, because this resort apparently helped this sister out though. And I think this sister's FBA. Again, I can't put it on. I don't know her background. I don't know. Check her paperwork. I don't know. But I think this sister is supposed to be FBA right here.
Under the seat, way in the back. This is all.
She said the caption says, taking us to get our luggage. Us and the staff are literally family at this point. We were helping so much. Okay.
Yeah, this right here. Let me right back down. Your keys is working. Under the seat, way in the back.
It's good. Shout out to my boy King. He got us off the resort to Kingston. Respect. So much respect. Love.
Hey, she the realest in Jamaica.
Tell them again, because they really think, yeah.
3-9.
Period.
Okay, so it's so much to unpack here, but I just want to say shout out to the staff, because they did an amazing job. They were just as frustrated as us with the company that owns, with the people that owns Ocean Heat and Bay, because they were trying not to charge people as much as they can, and they would get in trouble if they didn't, and they were upset that they weren't even getting any information. So they were mad at the same people we were mad at. We are not mad at the staff. They had to do their job. We are mad at the company for still wanting to charge us and putting people out with their little babies to die. And if y'all think that's okay, trust me, your karma is going to be way worse. Me and the crew that I came with, we were helping the staff as much as possible. They were loving us. They were so grateful for us, and we were grateful for them. We weren't like letting them do all the hard work. We weren't worried about getting paid for it though either. We just all knew we had to survive, and we didn't want to see nobody actually lose their life. So we helped them as much as we could. The staff is just as mad as us. We are on the same page. The staff and everybody was under the impression that Kingston was flooded, because that's what they were telling us. So because we were so helpful and, putting out videos, our videos was actually getting to their families that was in Kingston as well. My videos helped them see that their family that was in a resort working was okay. Don't care what y'all say. I still think it's blasphemy to charge an additional $700 to live. I don't care what y'all say. Or it's get out and go die. And people had their kids with them. That is insane. Everybody on that resort thinks that Kingston is messed up, so now they feel like they don't have nowhere to go. But because we were so nice and so generous and so kind, we were so kind to the staff. And, the people that were coming in that had Wi-Fi, we paid them $100 and something to use the Wi-Fi, to get in contact with our families. And he was telling us, they're lying to you on this resort. Kingston is not messed up. It's not flooded. If I were you guys, I will get out of here and head to Kingston. And because you guys were so nice and so kind and so generous, I will take you guys. And we paid him. Thousands and thousands of people are still trying to get off that resort. And that resort is still charging them hundreds and hundreds of dollars after the resort. Mind you, they don't have any power, no internet, no nothing. But their machines is working and their Wi-Fi in the lobby is working and not letting nobody use it. But they still want to charge their card to stay. And the people that are trying to leave, they're forcing them to stay, holding them hostage, because that's what they were trying to do with us. But we left with someone that came onto the resort that had Wi-Fi and had connections and was doing this for like 30 plus years. He even told us the resort is lying to us. So again, y'all in the comments talking crazy, mad that I'm mad about them charging me $700 when y'all told me yourselves that the owners weren't even Jamaican. So what the fuck are y'all mad for? And if y'all got it like that, the cash app is in the bio, send it back. Because y'all talking like y'all got it like that. I never knew that this was the cheapest time to go on vacation, considering it was my boyfriend's birthday. I didn't know we were supposed to celebrate 8 months before. I did not know that. And being as though this is the cheapest time to go on vacation, this vacation was far from cheap. Let's be clear, crystal clear.
That's what I'm saying. So exactly. Baby, we got more than a right to complain. my name. You're talking about $700? You talking about they holding people hostage, not letting people use the fucking Wi-Fi to book flights? She had to get it. She had to basically finesse and work her way. Shout out to the Black Americans on code. Y'all know we going. They said they was in there still helping them, helping the staff. Of course, that's what we do. You know, it's just in our culture to, you know, to build, to do for, to, you know, we going, you know, we going to help where we can, even if we, you know, in an egregious predicament. And we're gonna make sure everybody good anyways. That's just in our nature, to be honest. It's the godly spirit within our people. It just is what it is. But shout out to them, because that is egregious that they had to do all that. You telling me that just off a whim, and they still had to pay somebody to get Wi-Fi, to use their Wi-Fi. They had to pay somebody, work, and pay somebody to take them outside of Kingston. Outside of Jamaica to Kingston, outside of that part of Montego Bay, I think that's where it was at, to Kingston, so they can book a flight back home from Kingston. Then they had on the screen, I don't know if y'all probably can't read it, but she said they had to book the flight 4 times because the Wi-Fi kept going out. So you done already paid money for this janky ass Wi-Fi. Now you gotta go back and book your flight a couple times just to ensure that you actually have the flight. That's insane. Like, and you're telling me that they don't got the right to complain? You telling me that they should just be over there skipping through goddamn dandelions or meditating, waiting for this to be over? That's insane. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I know that the Jamaicans over there don't own these resorts. That's why I'm glad the sister said that. But to these Jamaicans, it's acting like these are not valid complaints, baby. These are 100% valid. This is egregious. That's an egregious ass predicament to end up in. And again, like she said, the sister just said, I didn't know this was hurricane season. She didn't know. She said this was the cheapest time to book the resort, and it still wasn't cheap. It was just for her boyfriend's birthday, just so happened to be around this time. So they went out there during this time. Fine. Especially if you live on the East Coast where it's colder out here. I'm trying to get somewhere hot. That's why I said I was trying to go to Jamaica. I'm like, I want to go somewhere hot for my 30th. Let's go out the country, go somewhere else. It's gonna be hot in Jamaica. Let's go over there. I'm not thinking about no damn hurricane. So shout out to the sisters, shout out to the Black Americans out there who ended up in those type of predicaments that find a way out. Because one thing we're gonna do is find a way. Baby, where there's a will, there's a way. Black Americans, we're gonna find a goddamn, we're gonna find a way up out that joint. Whether we gotta spend a little extra cash shit, we gotta put a little work, we're gonna finesse some shit. We're gonna get the hell up out of there. When we need to, we're gonna make it work. All right, every time. But this sister right here is talking about how these diasporas are on false claims, because some of these Black Americans that's complaining, or that's quote unquote complaining that the Jamaicans are mad about, are not even actual foundational Black Americans. So let's see.
Low key, high key, both sides are wrong. So for the Jamaicans, the video where the Black women are, you know, mad about the service that they're getting at the resort during a hurricane, which I agree they were dead wrong. They aren't American. They aren't American. Somebody asked them in the comments, where's your accent from? In a different video, and they said they're from Bermuda. So they're not American. So y'all is cussing out Black people, Black Americans, you know, saying don't come back to your island. And we weren't even the perpetrators. Okay, we weren't even the perpetrators. Now where I feel like Americans are wrong is I'm seeing so many videos where, you know, people are saying like, oh, the Jamaicans are wrong for how they're doing tourists. You know, these resorts are, you know, tripling the prices and we can't fly out of here. So now we're stuck, but we can't afford the, you know, resort prices, which is wrong. It is wrong to price gouge in, you know, such a catastrophic storm like that. They obviously, I do understand they have to charge because they have salaries to pay, but to triple the price is dead wrong. But be so serious. Those people just work there. They do not call the shots. They don't get to change the pricing. That's like going into freaking McDonald's and cussing out the cashier because a small fry is not 99 cents anymore. They just work there. Like, do you think a Jamaica person owns the Hilton Rose Hall in Jamaica, the Hilton? No, those are people, those are foreigners who own those hotels. Those are greedy foreigners. Those people who own those hotels do the locals bad. They don't even let the locals have access to their own beaches. So it's just like, can we all just come together during such a horrible time? Like, can we all just come together?
Yeah, I get it, but it's hard to come together when you got people trying to go against Black Americans for complaining about basic necessities. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling that. I'm not sure which video she referenced. It could have been the first video I played. I'm not sure, but that's the thing. Sound like she had an accent for real, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure what exact video she's referring to where it was tethers, where people was assuming they was Black American, but they actually were not. But again, I can't put that past anybody. I don't know any of these people up here. Any of these people could be half FBA or not be FBA, be first gen. whatever the case may be, and over there making videos looking like a Black American, and they're not. But she does make a good point that the Jamaicans, again, they don't own these resorts. Okay, it's a lot of non-Black people that own these resorts. I actually heard it's actually like 3 resorts out there that are owned by Black Americans specifically that have really good reviews. I wanted to figure out the names of those too. But yeah, for the most part, the staff, the workers there don't have control over those type of things. But I will say, y'all can get on code. Y'all can get on code. Even the lady just said from the last video, she was like, yeah, shout out to some of the workers that was here, some of the staff that was at the resort, because they did help us out. Some of them risked getting in trouble. Okay, they risk getting in trouble, risk getting getting fired because they was trying to look out for some of the people on resort. So it's not to say that it's impossible. Not to say we never act like some of the people are just helpless and there's nothing they can do. All right, because managers do hold some power. You can do some things. All right, especially in times of disaster, and people are complaining, people are adamant, people probably getting home, calling their banks, disputing charges, all types of shit when they get home. When they get home, if they got Wi-Fi over, they're probably doing it as well. So yeah, there's to a degree, there's still some things that y'all can do to stay on code. All right. So yeah, I do get what the sister is saying, but also, we got to be careful now. This right here, though, is egregious, outrage, everything between, because yes, there is, like I said, some Americans, but these y'all know white people, bro, they just come in and they just egregious, outrage, everything between. So apparently this white girl went over to Jamaica. She actually knew when she figured out it was going to be a category 5 hurricane, she thought this shit was going to be a joke. She decided to stay over there and make it a content thing. I'm going to make it a content thing. I'm going to make some content out here. I'm an influencer. Yeah. So her white lily ass, and went over there and called herself making content about this damn hurricane, and she is getting drugged through the mud. All right. This is actually by the New York Post. They said, hold up. The caption is funny. Hold on, let me just read the caption on here says, idiot influencer brags about flying to Jamaica during deadly hurricane Melissa. Hold up. I wanted to read the caption too, though. It says, a moronic wannabe influencer is getting blasted on social media for bragging about flying to Jamaica ahead of the deadly hurricane Melissa, the strongest category 5 storm expected to ever lash the island. Hurricane Melissa social. This is more. Okay, I just wanted to read that one little part, but look at this.
Hannah Grubbs, the wannabe social media star, is under fire for flying to the Caribbean country as the island braced for a devastating hurricane. It's expected to be the strongest storm to ever lash Jamaica. Hurricane Melissa out here messing with my vacation, Hannah whined from her hotel balcony in Negril, and TikTokers fired back. Pretty freaking tone-deaf video. People are legitimately about to die. Pretty insensitive to the locals that do not have much, have no way to evacuate, and a lot of them are probably about to lose everything. It all started with this video of Hannah and a friend strutting through the airport, fully aware of the dangerous situation ahead. When they arrived at their resort, she was handed tricolored cocktails and gloated, pretending there's not a Category 5 hurricane hitting Jamaica. Hannah apparently thought she could ride out the storm, all with a drink in hand. Not so fast. Days into the ill-advised trip, things took a scary turn. Hannah posted a weather map on her Instagram stories, saying she's now stuck on the island. And on Monday, October 27th, she shared that she and the other hotel guests were told to hunker down in their rooms for potentially days and asked for prayers.
So definitely just asking prayers for Jamaica, for the whole island.
Sustained winds of up to 175 miles per hour had already been recorded, and a life-threatening storm surge of up to 13 feet was expected across southern Jamaica.
Egregious. So yeah, we ain't doing that. Now, y'all can say what y'all want. We done went through some of the videos, but we ain't doing all that. We didn't go over there and say, oh, you're about a Hurricane 5, and let me just make this into a damn TikTok. That's not what was happening with Black Americans. If we was doing that, I would be a little bit more understanding, like, okay, this is a little insensitive for the time. It's a disaster going on. People losing their lives, losing their resources, leaving their homes. That's egregious. We're not over there doing that, though. All right? So while the focus is not on people like that, and again, they was dragging the shit over here. Egregious, why the New York Times posted it. But why that is not the focus, why we're trying to deflect to Black Americans and act like these are equivalent, like they got the same, this white girl and the Black Americans over there got the same sentiments, or the Black people over there, because again, I don't know who's FBA, who not. But the Black people over there that's not from there, that's just on the resorts, the tourists, though they got the same sentiments? No, there is not a devaluing of black life, because that's really what that white girl was doing, to be honest. That was a devaluing of black life. She didn't give a damn about them black folks over there, them Jamaicans that were going to be truly affected by that storm. All she thought was, oh, I'm going to make this into a little TikTok about a little white girl surviving in Jamaica. I'm at a resort. I should be fine. So that's all that really matters. All right. So that's very insensitive, like content to post at the time. I can understand her getting dragged through the mud, respectfully so. But this is not the same. That's not the same as what black Americans were doing over there. I'm not feeling that. Okay. Absolutely egregious, outrage, everything between. But yeah, she got dragged respectfully. She got dragged respectfully so. Because that's just not what you do. But shout out to the to the Jamaicans out there. I do hope that y'all get the resources y'all need to clear up your land, to help your people, to the food y'all need. I definitely thoughts and prayers going out to the families out there. I definitely hope that they get their country back together as soon as possible. But also thoughts and prayers to the black Americans out there. I hope y'all make it home safely. All right, make sure y'all keep an eye out, okay? Because y'all know we still got to deal with some. Let's not act like there still isn't a level of anti-blackness everywhere we go. So even though we out there, we all black, and we try to make sure we still be considerate of the people of that land, we do got to make sure that we still checking for the people out there who's going against the people of our land. All right. Because there is still some vitriol there. There is a level of anti-blackness that we all usually have to deal with no matter where we go. Okay. So just be careful of that. People trying to tax you, people trying to scam, people trying to, trying to get extra money out of you, not just the resorts, but I'm talking about the people out there. All right, desperate times result in desperate measures. So I'm just saying, it might be some people out there that's trying to finesse, all right, because they done lost some things and now they're trying to get something up off you, and they think that you going home to a privileged, spoiled, lifestyle, and you gonna be all right. You got it like that, and all of us ain't got it like that to be spending hundreds of damn dollars, thousands of dollars on those scamming ass fucking Jamaicans. We ain't, okay? So, and I'm not trying to put that on Jamaicans, but that's just a real reality that black Americans go through whenever we visit this country. I've been to different countries, and every damn country I done went to, they done tried to finesse me out of something. Everyone. So I'm just saying, that is something that you have to be careful for, right? When you're already getting taxed at a resort, you're already getting taxed with the flights coming back. Please be careful, be wary of some of the people out there that's trying to tax you for a ride to the airport or some Wi-Fi or whatever the case may be. All right, because that's absolutely outrageous. You're suffering as well. You just had to go through this goddamn Category 5 hurricane as well. All right, so there should be a level of empathy for you, especially because you're not even in your homeland. You was out here trying to travel, trying to explore the world, trying to get some. And look, they love to say we ain't cultured. We ain't got no culture. I'm out here trying to get culture. I'm out here trying to get cultured out this motherfucker. And y'all gonna blame me for coming out here during the hurricane. So I'm just saying, be careful, black Americans. Y'all get home safely, please. The thoughts and prayers is out to y'all as well. Anyways, and any black people that need to get back to their homeland, period. Black tourists out there from different countries, help everybody get home safely. All right. But yeah, absolutely outrageous, egregious, everything between. Again, thoughts and prayers to the people of Jamaica, hopefully, and the people of the Caribbean. Matter of fact, my sister live in DR. She texted me about the hurricane coming through. I think did she send me a picture? I can't remember if she sent me a picture, but she did. Matter of fact, she did. I think she did send me a picture about the hurricane out there, but her house was good. Thankfully, she good. Her family is good. But yeah, so yeah, y'all just, thoughts and prayers, man. Egregious, outrageous, everything between. Anyways, I got to get up off of here. Y'all have a wonderful night. I don't know if y'all dressing up for Halloween, if y'all got any good Halloween costumes out there. I hope you look good while doing it, or you look scary, or whatever the intention is, But yeah, everybody enjoy their night. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, ZZ Rants. Follow me on X, ZZ Rants. Follow me on TikTok, ZZ Rants. If you want exclusive content, follow me on Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon or become a member. Okay, got old videos, new videos, special lives, whatever the case may be, up there for y'all as well. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment on this video after the video is done. Okay, whatever you put in the comments, it don't matter what topic it's on. Just put a little comment on there. It helps the algorithm, helps push my video out, helps engagement. Blah 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 blah. Y'all know what I mean. I appreciate you in advance. And if you want to donate, Cash App's right there. It's right there. I appreciate you in advance too. That's a blessing. Make sure you subscribe to my Twitch as well. Me and my sisters, A-Twins. Twitch, follow our YouTube, A-Twins, and make sure y'all following For the Culture as well. A new episode just dropped again. The link is in the description. Please go check that out. Leave a comment on that as well. It helps with the algorithm. Share the video, like it, etc., etc. I appreciate y'all in advance. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace and be 1, 2. Murder. Does that say murder? Murdoch. I'm not sure. Omega. Caesar. You nice. Quavan. Y'all got some interesting names up in this mother. The world class. Chitlin Juice. All right, I'm just gonna stop at Chitlin Juice because what the fuck y'all got going on? EGREGIOUS already checked them. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace. Be 1.
We do not play, but I green. You fuck with the team. Might find your West in the creek. We crossing our fees. We don't never miss a beat.